Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. Delighted to be joined here. Fight week, New Dawn, Joshua Franklin press conference. Dmitry Salita, how are you?
I am doing great. New Dawn is an appropriate name because the New Dawn, either way you turn, is going to be a New Dawn.
Look, first things first, it's a good fight. A lot of people, a little bit, I suppose maybe the casual audience might not know who Jermaine Franklin is, but for us boxing fans, we saw him put in a very, very good performance against Dillian Whyte. A lot of people had him winning. Do you feel he is worthy of this shot here?
Yes, I do. I believe it's a huge opportunity for Jermaine, something that he's been looking forward to since he started boxing. And last time around, he was here fighting Dillian Whyte away from home in front of a hostile crowd, which is something that he may experience again at the O2 Arena. But he's experienced it and he's performed at the highest level. And I believe that he's much more confident. He's in better shape. He knows what's on the line. He's hungry, and the better man is going to win on Saturday night. And I believe that Jermaine has all the skills, physically, mentally, to be the better man on that night.
You've been with him since the start of his career. It's been.
I have been with him since he's 17-0.
Well, 17-0. I imagine it's been a lot of sort of up and down since then. It wasn't always an easy path for him. In the last 12 months, his life has completely changed. Just how happy are you to have been able to sort of help deliver that for him?
When I signed Jermaine 4 years ago in 2018, I told him you have the skills to be one of the best heavyweights in the world. And his first fight with me was on national television. It was on Showtime. And then he fights after that were on television, and he kept progressing, and he kept how you doing? You all right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? That's what boxing is, right? All right.
That's sort of thrown me a little bit off guard, actually, Dmitry. Sort of back to it.
Yeah, so I signed Jermaine 4 years ago, and I told him about his potential. And when one of the trainers in Brooklyn used to say, a lot of people got what it takes, but they don't do what it takes. And it's great to see that Jermaine did what it takes and performed so well against Dillian Whyte and got this fight against Anthony Joshua.
Not as vocal perhaps on the press conference table there, but a lot said in the build-up. He said he rates Joshua only a 6 out of 10. He believes that he will knock out Joshua. You believe those comments are right? Fighting talk, you think that Jermaine Franklin does have what it takes to knock out Anthony Joshua Saturday night?
I believe that Jermaine... I think that whatever he believes in relation to this fight is true, because he is going to make his belief come into reality, and I believe that it's good that he sees it that way.
Dmitry, one thing that I suppose won't help matters, we saw a leak come out this week regarding maybe some form of legal proceedings. Are you able to shed any light about that?
Sure. It's a frivolous claim. In the United States, anyone can file a suit against anyone for anything, but my legal team, I put out a statement about this. My legal team is going to shed truth and light on this and go after those responsible for wasting the court's time and again filing this frivolous claim. And it is quite damaging, because the narrative in the boxing business has been that the promoter is the villain and the fighter is the victim, but in this and this is how it's been portrayed in some of the articles, but I don't know what that's based on. Jermaine's, all of his fights with me have been significantly bigger earners than he's ever made before prior to me. He's got a great opportunity, a career high payday with Dillian Whyte, an amazing opportunity with Anthony Joshua. He's now on the verge of being a bona fide superstar. That's my job as a promoter, and I feel that I delivered, and I'm very happy that I delivered. And the fact that there's this challenge of a frivolous lawsuit, it is what it is, it's part of the game, is going to make us stronger, and we'll do what we have to do, and we'll deal with it in the strongest possible way.
As a team, is it hard for that to come out on fight week? It almost feels like it's quite very convenient that it's been leaked to the press on the week of the fight.
I didn't even know about it. I found out about it by a newspaper journalist emailing me to ask me this question, and to do it fight week is very awkward, and I don't know why Jermaine's team would choose to do this and not notify me. We've been working together for several years. He has several lawyers, managers, advisors. To not notify me is really painful, and I feel personally really hurt about this. But I approached his managers and people on his team. I did not approach Jermaine because it's fight week for him, and he has to focus on being the best he can be in the ring. And I don't want this outside of the ring happening to be a distraction for him.
Finally, from me, in the build-up on Monday, he said that it'd be now opening to signing with a new promoter. When you hear stuff like that, is it a bit of a shame, disappointing perhaps, on the biggest fight week of his career? He's talking about potentially, being happy to be. Someone said to him, if Eddie Hearn came and offered you the chance to fight under Matchroom, he said he'd be open to it. Does that hurt you on fight week to hear that?
See, first time I'm hearing about this. We have an exclusive promotion agreement that still has a significant amount of time on it. So I'd love to see that interview. It is legally not accurate, and he cannot sign with Matchroom. But do let me know where that happened.
Find the link and I will send it to you. Dmitry Salita, thank you very much for your time and all the best throughout the week. Thank you.